Hello, I am Marianne, and in this video we'll look at a yin yoga pose called dangling. And for the ones who know that they're not very flexible and who might have had a hernia or some lower back problems, I would say grab a chair because you might need it. And it's always useful to have something like a little pillow that looks like this, or maybe a yoga block. And when you've got that, we can do dangling pose. Dangling is to stretch the back of the legs, so they're hamstrings, but you will also feel it in your calf muscles, and you will also get to stretch the entire back. So let's try that pose, dangling pose. I would say get down on your knees, put your hands down on the ground in front of you, tuck your toes under, and then bring the weight back onto your feet, and then place your feet down. But I can recommend starting with the feet pretty wide. Now that everybody will be able to bend as deeply forward as I'm doing right now, it doesn't matter. You can also place your hands on your thighs and come up. Or you can grab the chair, but I'll show you that option later. So if you dare to bow forwards, I would say just dangle forwards. Have the feet pretty wide. And then check, can you feel the stretch at the back of your legs? Now if you feel this is too much for you already, maybe widen the feet even more, or micro bend the knees. If you feel this is far too wide for you and you need more of a stretch, you can walk your feet in, maybe till hip width. Or maybe for some of you, maybe you want to have the feet together. I like having them as wide as my hips. So you can choose, either you have your feet wide, or you have your feet closer together. You can have your legs straight, or you can micro bend your knees. Now your hands, they can be down on the ground if you've got that flexibility, or maybe the hands meet their elbows and rest the head down. Or a nice one is that you interlace the fingers, you put them at the back of your head, and then relax the shoulders down and the arms, because this will also give you a good stretch at the back of the neck. And then you stay here for about 2 minutes or 3 minutes, maybe even more. And you keep on focusing on the stretch at the back of your legs. And you get to relax the bigger muscles in your back. And I would really like to suggest that you relax the head down. So don't lift up the head, relax it down to the ground. And if you've been here for a while and you want to come out, you can be a little dizzy, so I would take it slowly, and then you bend your knees. You bring your knees back down to the ground. Maybe sit down on your shins and bring your torso back up. And then stay here for a little while. Now, if dangling forwards is not really your option, I would say get up and then grab a chair and then stand in front of that chair and walk your legs back. So you can stretch your arms, you can stretch your back. And how far you can flex your arm, that is also very different in everybody's body. I know I can go pretty deep, so don't compare yourself with me. Place your hands on the top of a chair. Send your butt back, sitting bones back as far as you can. Keep your legs straight, or maybe micro bend them if the stretch is too much. And then you start leaning back, sending your butt away from the chair. And if you can, and you have the space, you can rest the chest down. Maybe the head can go down in between the arms, but really that's not possible for everybody. What is important is that you start feeling a stretch at the back of your legs, calf muscle, and that you're lengthening your back by sending the sitting bones back. And then you stay here, 2 minutes, 3, maybe more. And when you feel you're ready, you want to come out, I would say bend your knees a little, walk forwards, and come back to the standing position. And then maybe rest here for a little while. So these are the options you can try for dangling pose. You might use a chair, maybe you won't. I hope it was useful for you and that I'll see you back. And thank you.